This is Video Store Clerks. Welcome to the store.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is our
Hello Turkeys.
Hello Turkeys. Cheeseheads, Packers, Dub Bears. Speaking of the Bears,
Did you see that Bears game the other day?
Yeah, they're going to go all the way. Tonight is our Thanksgiving special here at the Video Store Clerks Podcast. I'm Chad Mang.
I'm Chuck Nasty.
Mike.
And as usual, we got our fixins. We got our turkey. We're ready to partay. We are talking about this wonderful Thanksgiving film, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, a John Hughes classic, which is, oddly enough, came out today, 38 years ago.
It's true.
The theatrical release came out on November 25th, 1987. Fuck, we are old, sirs.
Very, very old.
Now, before we get into Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and do a little festive, thankful podcast, we are going to go over some news. Then we'll talk about the film. Then we'll hit the clip of the week, run some ads, and get the flock out of here. So, with further ado, gentlemen, let's hit the news and see what the top 10 Billboard films are this week.
CBS Local 2's Joe Galley is at Westfield Palm Desert tonight, which is not only open, but isn't closing anytime soon. Joe.
Bruckberry, it is not closing anytime soon, and a very happy Turkey Day to everybody out there. What's left of it anyways. The majority of people over here at the Westfield Mall actually working off all those calories that they consumed having turkey. Oh, that's exactly what I did to your mother, buddy. Real classy, real classy. Why don't we just go to the store?
Wait, what? I beg your pardon?
The fuck did he do to his mother?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know, but I'm trying to find out.
Apparently, the turkey wasn't the only thing that got stuffed.
Oh! All right, gentlemen. This week's top 10 Billboard films.
Lay it on us,
Number 10 is Sarah's Oil. Did $801,000, bringing in $10.3 million the last 3 weeks. And number 9 is The Black Phone 2. Did $1 million this week. Did $76.4 million the last 6. And number 8, Nuremberg, did $1.2 million this week, doing $11 million the last 3 weeks. Number 7, Regretting You, did $1.5 million this week, doing $47.2 million the last 5 weeks.
Okay.
And number 5, Rental Family, did $3.3 fresh out first weekend. Number 6, got that backwards. There we go. How you like me now? Fuck it up. Number 6 is Sisu, The Road to Revenge. Busted out with a 2.4 week. And what else we got here? The Running Man. Number 4, 5.7 this week. Did $27 million the last 2 weeks. And number 3, Predator Badlands, did $66.5 million this week, doing $76.5 the last 3. And number 2, Now You See Me, Now You Don't. $8.9 million this week, doing $36.7 the last 2. And do you know what the number 1 big winner is for the holiday special? Wicked, for good, first week out, $147 million. Killed it this fucking week. Fucking killed it. Stupid fucking movie.
Disgusting.
I mean, there's a million kids out there today, so what do you expect?
Yeah,
the kids love it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want to.
Yep. Some sad, tragic news. We have some deaths this week. We have Tarloshan Singh Thapar, who passed away at the age of 90, who was, if you are a Kevin Smith fan, the owner of Quick Stop.
Yeah. very vital piece of the View Askew universe. View universe, if you will.
There was no quick stop. There may not be
for him. Yeah, if it wasn't for him having the quick stop and giving Kevin Smith a job there, Clerks may have never happened, and it'd be a different world. So
right, crazy shit. Yeah,
and R.I.P.
And the drummer for Prince, Jelly Bean Johnson, passed away at the age of 69. Sucks. He was a badass drummer, man. Everybody in Prince's crew was fucking phenomenal.
Oh, of course.
Got to be.
So talented. And the big one this week, Udo Kier passed away at the age of 81.
Damn.
That's a bummer, man. Like, at first I didn't realize. I was like, fuck, he was in Ace Ventura.
Yeah. That's where I first saw him at.
Right. Fucking shit's bonkers.
Yeah.
But to balance the birthdays, or the deaths, I'm sorry, we got some birthdays.
There you go.
So we got Jerry Ferrara, actor from Entourage, turned 46.
Mm.
And then
That's Turtle, right?
Huh?
That's Turtle.
Yeah.
All right, happy birthday, Turtle.
Turtle from Entourage. Fucking love that show.
Yeah, man. Same here.
Fucking love it.
Fun show.
Christina Applegate turned 54 today. And John Larroquette turned 78.
Wait, so Christina Applegate a second ago?
Yep.
Always loved her. Always loved her.
Who hasn't?
That's what I was saying. I hope she's doing well. I know she's had some medical issues, health issues and all. So I don't know what the progress is on that. Hopefully she's doing well.
Yeah, hopefully she got to have a good birthday. And some other news that we didn't ask for first. Vin Diesel's going to be doing a Kojak film.
Who gives a flying fuck? Anyway.
You got it.
Yeah.
News we didn't ask for. Scarlett Johansson is going to be starring in the new Exorcist film from Mike Flanagan.
I'm curious about it.
I mean, I am too. I don't know. It's not going to have the same effect on me. I'm not big into like demon films or possession films, ghost films.
I'm picky as fuck about them, but I mean, like,
I love the original Exorcist, but I mean, that's before. You see one, you kind of see them all, and that's the one I saw.
Well, Exorcist 1 and 3 are the best ones, and I'm hoping this one's halfway decent because that Belieber one sucked.
Because me and Mike did not together, but we both watched the new Conjuring this weekend, and I'm like, what the fuck, man?
There's nothing.
I don't even think I saw the last one, but I watched this one, but they're all the same.
The last one was boring as fuck. The first one's all right. The second one, but like I just
like I only ever saw one Annabelle movie. I didn't watch the other two.
I hate the Annabelle movies.
Here, Dave, you want a quick review of Conjuring Last Rites? Here you go. Click copy. Click paste. Fucking done.
Yes. What Mike said. Kevin Spacey talks out on his homeless remarks to set everybody straight that he's not homeless and that he's just fucked pretty much.
He's without a home. He's not like homeless, like I'm on the streets.
Right.
He's like living out of hotels and Airbnbs because he had to sell his home here in Maryland.
Oh, guess you shouldn't be a piece of shit.
That usually helps.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. Some stupider news. Paramount cancels the last Ronin Turtles movie.
What?
Because they're fucking scared because it's going to be violent. So they're going to do another film instead and put this one on the shelf.
What would they be doing?
Another Turtles movie.
What?
Yeah.
Whacktacular.
I think they're afraid to release a rated R Turtles movie.
That's so stupid.
Agreed.
Do it.
Agreed.
The kids these days don't give a fuck. Seriously, kids these days, they're exposed to so much these days. Some violence in a fucking movie is not going to be that big of a fucking deal. Parents, a lot of parents are going to fucking let their kids see whatever the fuck they want to see.
Yeah,
like I'm actually surprisingly pretty picky about it, like for the most part. But like, there's a lot of parents that I know who do not give a shit. It would be fine. this day and age, release a fucking rated R fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja
I was ready, yo. Like that shit's gonna be fucking dope whenever they do. Hopefully, we decide to release it. Like they didn't say it's not gonna get released; they just threw it on a shelf.
Because wasn't it supposed to be like more like the old school comics that weren't for kids? Yeah, like that. I was looking forward to.
Made them do it through the comics, so it was gonna be violent as fuck.
Yeah,
it already had a rated R rating for just the script.
How God intended, and they want to fuck it up like they do everything else. Okay,
I just want to see them fuck shit up.
Yeah,
turtle power,
man. Totally.
Some other news. Carpenter was talking about he has The Thing 2 in the works, but apparently Blumhouse may be attached.
Oh, God damn it! Well, he mentioned something. Somebody asked him something on
it was at a con a few weeks ago.
It was at a con. I watched the whole questionnaire thing, and somebody asked him about that, and he didn't confirm it, and he didn't deny it. But like he kind of made because everybody saw, like I saw people posting about it or whatever, other little pages and stuff. But like he said something else along with it that made it sound like it isn't a thing yet, but it could be. So I think people maybe jumping to conclusions with that.
He's been wanting to do it. He's just got to find the right way to do it. And I know he's not going to let Blumhouse fuck it up if he's joined in with him. Like he's going to have creative control 100%.
Oh, you fucking better. I mean, he's
not going to let them fuck up his legacy because they throw out some shit.
They throw out a lot of dukes. Yeah.
I don't know. How did he feel about them doing a Halloween franchise?
I don't think he did. He said he hasn't seen any of the other new ones, I think.
Well,
no, he gave him on that same thing. He was given fucking Green, whatever his fucking name is. He was giving those guys
Gordon Green?
Yeah, he was giving those guys a lot of props.
I don't know. They fucked it up in my eyes, but
completely they did. I don't give a fuck. Like I love John Carpenter, but yeah, no.
I'm old. I don't fear change, but I don't like it.
That first one was okay. The other one sucked ass.
But we got some good news. Well, I think it's good news. I want to say congratulations to Michael Jai White for being the first Asian to win the Bruce Lee Award through the Bruce Lee Foundation.
Very nice. Very nice.
Fucking big shit right there, man. He was almost in tears.
That makes sense.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
He grew up a huge Bruce Lee fan. As we all did, I believe. You grew up in the late 70s, early 80s.
I don't think there's anybody that's watched Bruce Lee and wasn't a fan. Like, do you hear
a lot of kids at work that don't know who the fuck Bruce Lee is, really? But
I'm saying, like, our age, man. Like, everybody knows who Bruce Lee is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would hope.
And how many people talk shit about him?
Quentin Tarantino.
Well, that don't count. It's in fantasy land.
I think it's like the only reason why I don't care for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like, it's a good fucking movie, but that segment always takes me out of it for a hot minute.
Yeah, but like that wouldn't surprise me if that's how Bruce Lee actually was, though.
I don't think so.
I've watched interviews though with him where like he came off like a cocky asshole, and like there's
other
people
right to be a cocky asshole though if he is.
No, nobody has a right to be a cocky asshole no matter how good you at something. Be a fucking prick like that? No, man. There's other people that have even said that like Bruce Lee like had his moments where he like was big headed as fuck and he just acted like he was better than everybody else. Now I like Bruce Lee and everything. Don't get me fucking wrong. You know, I'm not a big fucking kung fu guy or whatever, but like, you know, the dragon and all that shit, you know. But yeah, I wouldn't fucking doubt it one bit if that's how he actually was.
I love Bruce Lee.
I'm sure.
I got 3 of his books that I haven't read. I did read like half of the one though, the Jeet Kune Do one.
Have you read the Rocking Chair yet?
It's on my mantle. I thought you were going
to read it like 2 weeks ago.
See, what had happened was.
Yeah, we'll keep on going.
So, gentlemen, that's the news.
That's it. What about the news of Rush Hour 4?
That's a real thing.
Yeah, apparently President Donald Trump has suggested to Paramount that they pursue filming of a new Rush Hour movie.
Why?
Because the Trumper is Donnie is a big Rush Hour fan.
That is absurd.
He loves to laugh at the minorities.
I feel like there's probably something there more than just he's a fan of the movies.
Yes, I don't know, but so yeah, we might get a Rush Hour 4 out of this deal. I don't know if I want it.
No, I mean the third one was bad, but I didn't think it was that good either.
Jackie Chan's getting up there in age, so.
And Chris Tucker's not like he's going to be able to never been funny. And Chris Tucker's never been funny, so.
No, I wouldn't say that.
About man, Money Talks is my jam.
He was great in Friday, but other than that, he was living shit out of me.
He was funny.
No.
Was.
Nah, man. He had his moments.
Once upon a time.
Everything in the Rush Hour movies was horrible, though. Fuck those movies.
I don't know. I like the first two.
You would.
The third one was a wore out.
Jump down.
But all right, gents, let's jump into the feast.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Slow your roll, Poppy. All right. You forgot another birthday. Mr. Tracy Walter turned 78 today.
Who?
Tracy Walter, Bob the Goon. You are my number one.
I never knew his name.
You know how many times I've said that to my friends in drunken stupors?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. I didn't know his name.
Yeah, I didn't know his name either. But yeah, man, definitely.
That's the thing. A lot of people don't recognize the name. I think that we even mentioned that whenever we were talking about How High.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Tracy Walter's in this. And it's like, oh, wait, that's him? That's Bob the Goon.
Sounds about right. Especially for
I wish he would do conventions.
Yeah.
We need to get on the horn to his agent or something. Like, get him out of these conventions. He could make some money.
Get him to sign some Joker jackets.
Absolutely.
Maybe he just doesn't want people going up and telling him that he's the number one guy. Hey, do that thing.
I bet he hears that shit all the time.
Dude, fuck. Dude, I forget that. If I were him, I would be charged. Like, you want to come up and squeeze my shoulders and call me the number one guy? Sure. $50. There you go. He should be doing conventions. And another one that we're going to be talking about here in a minute, Edie McClurg. Man.
Yeah.
Another one. We'll get to that, though.
Yeah. All right. So no more news, right? Did I forget anything else or anybody?
You forgot a lot, but we'll keep moving. I don't want to make you look like a bitch on Thanksgiving.
Fuck it.
Gobble, gobble.
All right, fellers. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Where's Dave?
Dave's not here, man.
That's 3 strikes, all right? 3 weeks. All right. All the people on Reddit are getting pissed.
His flight got through. Ours didn't.
Ah, shit.
How's that toast looking for a job?
White toast.
I'm just kidding.
Some white toast. Fucking Dave. We love you, Dave.
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Dave. God bless.
Hope your mission's going well and your flight landed safely. So anyway, gents, the John Hughes classic. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Now, this fucking movie for me, like, I forgot how funny it was. It's been a long time since I've seen this shit. Mm-hmm. But then I watched that. Then I watched the John Candy documentary on Prime. And that was some sad shit.
I haven't watched it yet because of that.
It's
I don't want to cry my ass off.
You realize a lot of shit about John Candy. And, I mean, him and John Hughes were friends there. This is pretty much the first film that they did together, I think. And then after that, he was in basically every Hughes movie since. So, but you could see that like a lot of these parts that John Candy played were written for John Candy. He had a happy exterior on the outside, but he held a lot of demons inside from his childhood.
Yeah.
And you can see that in this because he got picked on a lot for being fat and always being the fat kid. And then in this film, Steve Martin tells him how it is. And he just has that look like you feel that he's really taking that shit serious, man. Like
breaks your heart every time.
Even Steve Martin said, like, after every take, he'd be like, man, it's just a movie. Like, these are just my lines. And he's like, I know.
Well, that's the thing. When you watch that, I almost feel like he's talking to all the detractors and all the people. You know, it's not like he's talking to Neil's character or even Steve Martin. It's almost like he's looking through him and talking to all the people that have ever criticized him, criticized his weight, anything like that. and setting the record straight about how he feels, because he comes off as very genuine there.
Yeah, like I mean, I didn't like I talked to Dave or Mike the one day. I was like, I didn't fucking realize what year it was when he passed away and how young we were. Like I thought he died older. Like I thought we were older when he passed, and then I didn't realize how young he was. I'm like, fuck, like I'm older than he is.
I remember when he died. I even as a young kid, man, I was a huge fan of his. Uncle Buck and like Great Outdoors was like a movie me and my dad always watched, and like Who's Harry Crumb and all that shit. Oh, dude, yeah. It doesn't get the respect it deserves. But I remember when he died, that broke my heart as a kid. It really did.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's fucking tough. Like I said, I didn't realize. I thought he died like in my later teens, and then I thought Chris Farley passed in my early 20s. But fuck no.
No, dude.
I was like going on 13 when Candy passed, and I was 16 whenever fucking Farley passed.
How fucked up is that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if, like, in the amount of time that John Candy was working, he put out so much good work.
Yeah.
Imagine if he would have lived another 30 or 40 years.
Even like another 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what were you saying? We were saying Uncle Buck, Splash, Spaceballs, Stripes, Blues Brothers, Brewster's Millions, Great Outdoors, Harry Crumb, Home Alone. It's like he did so much great stuff in that short period of time. And I can only imagine if he would have lived longer, what amazing stuff he would have been able to do.
Yeah. He was fucking such a good dude too. Like always try to be positive as fuck for everybody else. Like they said, like in his early years on that documentary about how like he would just pay for everything. Like even though he was making technically less money than the rest of the fucking crew.
Yeah.
Like such a good dude, man. Like he definitely, I feel like this character is John Candy, like in real life. Because he was just always such a nice dude to fucking Neil throughout the whole thing, no matter what Neil threw at him. He always tried to look at the upside of shit.
Yeah.
But then you could see he had big feelings too. Like he even says in the film, like I only ever try to think good thoughts and help people. So like that just shows like a good testament to his character in general.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't say that he was exactly like Del. I don't think John Candy was quite as annoying as the Del character. But
he played that annoying character perfect.
Yeah, but the lovable part of Del is certainly John Candy.
Yeah.
And then before we jump too far into John Candy and talk about him some more, you definitely have, if you're a Hughes fan, you see a lot of memorable faces in this film. Like you got fucking Dylan Baker. He's been in a few John Hughes films. He was Owen, the driver that had the pickup truck. If you don't know who he is, he was the guy that killed the kid at the end of Trick or Treat. Spoiler. But his fucking acting in this was great too. Like his fucking just sitting there like snorting and spitting and doing shit. Like I was like there was like, and then Steve Martin's reaction, like whenever he goes to shake his hand because he spits in his hand, like that was Steve Martin's genuine reaction. Because like Hughes was just like, just fucking go up there and do some dumb shit, and he did, and it worked out. And then you got fucking Larry Hankin, fucking Ben Stein, Michael McKean, Edie.
Yeah.
And she's in a lot of John Hughes films. I mean, everybody thinks of Ferris Bueller, but I always think of the Stoned Age because she's the fucking one dude's mom, and she's like, "Don't you boys go eat too many hot dogs."
Yeah, she was the staple in the 80s, man. She was the mom character in so many films. She was Mallory's mom in Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
Her and Rodney Dangerfield were the parents. She like I said, she's just the mom staple. So it's like if you watched anything in the 80s, you saw Edie McClurg. And I would love to see her out on the convention circuit. I don't know how she's doing health-wise. I haven't heard a lot about her in recent years, but she's still around, so it'd be great to see her.
Yeah, like I was sitting there watching the movie, whenever like you go back to Neil's house, whenever he's on the phone with his wife, and then they're talking about like the kids are talking or whatever, and I saw that one little fucking kid, and I'm like, God, he looks fucking familiar as fuck. Then I like look it up, and I'm like, fuck, that's fucking Matthew Lawrence, like Joey Lawrence's little brother.
Hey, Joey!
I was like, I knew that fucker looked familiar. he looks just like he did when he was a kid, minus the facial hair.
It's true.
And then we can't forget about the very first cameo in the beginning of the film with Kevin Bacon. That was a good one. I forgot he was, like, I didn't realize he was in this shit.
Yeah, I'd forgot. And then as soon as he showed up on screen, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. I was like, oh, man, I'm like the fucking Baconator. I'm like, that shit's dope. And then you apparently, like, in the airport, you can hear an argument in the background. And that's from She's Having a Baby, another John Hughes film that he did later, a couple years later.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was also, like the race is supposed to go back to one of his other movies that he did with, I think, Hughes, where he was racing a bicycle.
Okay.
I was like, that's pretty interesting.
That is interesting.
Interesting. No, but originally, how you pronounce that guy's name? Deutsch? Howard Deutsch?
Deutsch? Yeah.
Like, I know he was supposed to direct the film originally, but then when Steve Martin signed on, Hughes decided to direct it himself and let Deutsch direct The Great Outdoors.
Yeah. That's a great one too, man.
Yeah.
I know we did that already, but that's always a good fun watch.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I fucking love that film. Like, I probably watched that one more than any of them.
Big Bear chase me.
But then they also had, like, other people, like, considered for the roles of Neil and Del. It was Hanks and Travolta at one point, and then Rick Moranis and John Goodman. Which I feel like that could have worked, but they couldn't have done any better with these two.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Rick Moranis and John Candy here in this one. That would have been fun.
That would have been fun. But what made Steve Martin take the role was the fuck scene. Not like literally people fucking, but them having the conversation and using fuck about every 3 words.
I think it's like 18 times, they said.
It's a lot.
I didn't count, but
that scene cracks me up, though.
I think Steve Martin does a better job of being an asshole. Like I said, Rick Moranis. I just don't think Rick Moranis is too much of a sympathetic character. I think Steve Martin can pull off kind of the pun intended the jerk role in this film very well. So
yeah, you definitely buy Steve Martin as an asshole.
Yeah.
But it's just like the way this sets up, though, like how they're just destined to spend the fucking next few days together. Like, no matter which way you look at it. Like, whenever they're on the plane, like, Steve Martin has the fucking freak out because he gets first class after he gets his cab stolen by Candy.
Yep.
And then they end up meeting in the airport. And it's just funny whenever he's like, you stole my cab. And he's like, oh, you were the guy trying to steal my cab. He's like, wait a minute. Now I think about it. It was pretty easy getting a cab during rush hour.
The look on Candy's face when he opens up the taxi, he's just like, it just cracks me up, man.
Caught him jerking.
It's like when he sees the bear in the great outdoors.
Yeah, right. Big bear. Big bear.
That's just funny whenever they're on the plane, though, and then fucking Candy's like, I bet you $6 in my right nut we don't land in Chicago.
Well, here's one. I don't know if you caught this or not. Whenever he's going to get, like, he hails Steve Martin. Whenever Steve Martin hails the cab, and he gets over there, and then there's like a lawyer type business guy that's trying to get in or whatever, and he like is negotiating with him, and he's like, 25, 50, 75 or whatever. The lawyer guy that he's going back and forth with is Nick Wyman, who played Targo in Die Hard with a Vengeance, among other things.
I knew that guy looked familiar. I couldn't picture the face. Like, I couldn't place the face with the other film that I was thinking he's from. Yeah.
And super nice guy. I met him a couple different times. I worked with him on Veep. He had a small cameo in the one season, and he came in and super nice guy, just all around. And then I saw him up in New York. He was doing a play on Broadway, and we talked about it, and couldn't be any nicer. So whenever I went back and watched this, I caught that. I was like, oh shit, that's Nick. So it's cool watching this film back now and seeing all the familiar faces. You know what I mean?
Right.
Did you say Veep?
Veep. Yeah. You ever watch that show?
Never even heard of it.
No, it's a comedy that was on HBO.
Oh, okay.
God, what's your name in it?
Political comedy. You wouldn't be interested.
That's not necessarily true, but okay. Lord.
There's a lot of goofy shit happens in this. I mean, the fact that they get on 2 different planes and they get nowhere, then they're on a bus, then they're on a train, then they get a car, and then they're back in a fucking tractor trailer, then back to a train. It's like that's a long fucking way. Like I want to know. So Chicago's shut down. So then they pass Chicago and go to
Wichita, Kansas,
which is like 700 and some miles away from Chicago.
It might be further than that. I think it's like 11 hours, something like that.
Yeah, it was like 10 and a half or 10 to 11 hours.
Yeah.
I think they said it was like a 711 miles or something like that.
And you got to assume if there's a big snowstorm, that's going
You're
to push it off. Yeah, you're going to, especially out in Chicago, man,
Yeah.
It's not like up north. It's like I've been in a full-on blizzard in the Northeast, and those guys have it down to a fucking science. Like I thought for sure. We were coming down from Vermont to Maine, and it was literally a blizzard. I can't remember. It had a name. That's how I knew it was like legit. And I was like, there's no way we're going to fucking make it to Maine. And sure as shit, we were able to drive the whole way like 55 miles an hour because those guys deal with weather all the time. So they, like I said, they got it down to a science, and they can just like boop, boop, just clear off the roads like it ain't no thing. Down here, a little bit of snow and everybody freaks the fuck out, man.
Remember that time we were in Detroit whenever we woke up and there was like a foot of snow on the ground?
Yeah, man, they don't know how to handle
that shit was dumb. Like, oh, we were supposed to go home today.
Yeah.
But then you got Larry Hankin, who was Doobie, the cab driver.
Doobie.
That cab they take from the airport to this hotel, fucking old ass Bonneville.
Yeah.
Dude's all fucking like, and that guy's in all kinds of shit, man.
Yeah, he's been in over 200 films. Our buddy Joe just saw him at the Akron Comic-Con. He was like one of like 3 people that were there, and yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. What he was, Billy Madison. He plays that Carl guy, like one of the executive. Yeah. And he's been like in like 200 films. But Breaking Bad, that was one he was talking about to Joe. He was telling Joe a story about Breaking Bad because he only had a small role on that for a couple episodes. But he was there and he was doing a scene with Bryan Cranston, and Larry was like messing up his lines a little bit. He was struggling a little bit, and Bryan Cranston kind of popped off on him, like fucking give him the riot act, and he was telling Hankin was telling Joe that he was pretty upset about it after the fact. Like the director pulled him aside and said, "Hey, look, it's cool, man. Everybody forgets their lines. Everybody makes mistakes. Just get in there and get it done." And he did, but like it stuck with him. Like after that, he's like, "Fuck, man, I didn't mean to piss this guy off." And like a year later, he saw Bryan Cranston at like a party somewhere, and he was debating on whether or not he should go up to him and talk to him. And he was like, I'll go say hi or whatever. And he comes over and he says hi. And Cranston's like, Larry. He's like so happy to see him, gives him a big hug. How you doing? Everything like that. And Hankin was like, man, like for the last year, I've been like stewing about this, and kind of, it's kind of depressing to think, that one of these actors that, might think ill of me, but clearly it was one of those things that Cranston, was just in the moment. And like Hankin was like, after that, he probably never thought about that ever again. It's because it was like, as soon as he saw him, he was like so happy to see him. It's just one of those things. Like some guys get so focused on the job that, the emotion comes out, and it's not always meant to be hurtful. It's just, you want to do a good job. So
like Christian Bale when he yelled at that sound guy.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit much. He had to go to like anger therapy for that, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Anger management, whatever. But it worked out because he's like one of the nicest guys now. So,
yeah. Well, then also there in the beginning too, you get Ben Stein. He's like the Wichita airport guy.
Yeah.
Very young Ben Stein.
For dry red eyes.
Clear eyes. Yeah, he always got on my fucking
nerves. That's
nerves.
what we all know him from.
Yeah.
No, Bueller. Come on, Bueller.
Bueller, yeah.
Bueller. Dude, everybody knows that. Everybody says that line.
Do you remember When Ben Signs Money? Do you remember that shit on
Oh,
Comedy
yeah.
Central?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, he was just horrible. I had a science teacher in 7th or 8th, or no, it was 9th or 10th grade who talked just like him and put me to sleep every time. And I smarted off in class one time because I was going to sleep. He got on to me, and he was like, "You seem like you need to get more sleep." Blah blah blah. I was like, "How about you pick up the pace and how you talk?" He just drug on. I'm like, oh my god! Everybody get a pillow.
The very flat voice.
Yeah.
Talk nasty. I don't find that very humorous. You can go to the principal's office now.
Yeah, it was pretty much like that, but slower. Very slow. Slower.
But I'd say one of the most memorable scenes in this film was the first night at the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're fucking sitting there. He's like, they get into the room and he's like, one bed. He's like, you want to get a shower? And he's like, no. And he's like, no. Like, I mean, like, do you want to get a shower first?
Yeah.
It's like, what kind of shit did I just walk into here?
No. Yeah.
Now, I want to know, where do you guys get your shower curtain rings? Do you have a guy?
Amazon.
Oh.
Dollar store.
That's where I got my Batman shower curtain rings at.
You guys are putting people like Dell out of business. Don't give in to the big retail chains.
He'll just fucking sell him his earrings like he did later on. It's fucking hustling.
Yeah.
That's a funny scene.
Yeah.
These are signed by Daryl Strawberry.
And it's funny now because like young people are probably watching it like, who the fuck's Daryl Strawberry?
Yeah, really.
That shit was great. It's like, you're a hell of a salesman. Thank you.
Well, he made like $100 or something like that almost.
Yeah. I'm like, that's pretty fucking good, man.
Yeah.
No, but like that scene, whenever fucking they're getting ready for bed or whatever, well, he gets to tell them to take a shower and shit, and then he's fucking in there just like washing his face off, and the fucking shower like stops working, and then he looks over and like everything's flooded and all the towels are wet, so he has to use like that little fucking wash towel. I was like, been there before.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Very relatable. While Dell's in the other room, like drinking beer and
smoking and fucking getting crumbs all over the bed because he's just grubbing. Fucking has the bed on vibrate.
I never understood the vibrating bed thing, but
no.
I mean, as a kid, like when me and my family would go on vacations in some of these fucking hotels, like it was just kind of funny to me. I just sit there like watching.
I've never been in a hotel that had a vibrating bed that I'm aware of.
Oh, I have.
I've never stayed in any seedy places.
I think
wake up in a tub full of ice.
I vaguely remember my mom getting mad at my dad as a kid. There was one place in particular that was kind of skeezy, and Dad was like, "Oh, it's better than nothing." Mom's like, "Oh yeah, there is." Like it was bad.
Well, you could tell it was going to be that kind of place too, because he's like, "Oh yeah, whenever you were calling your wife, I made a reservation here," and he's like, "I've never heard of that one."
Yeah,
I sold the guy some shower rings.
No.
But no, like in that whole scene though, is like you can relate with both sides. I know I can. Okay, not everybody, but like because like I've been the guy that's like I just want to take a shower and go to sleep, deal with the situation later, whatever. And I've also been the guy that's like I'm going to be an inconsiderate prick and sit here and drink and smoke cigarettes and watch TV at a loud volume and fall asleep and let the beer go all over that person's side.
Yeah. I it's going to come as a shock to you guys, but I have been the annoying asshole.
No,
at times. Yeah.
I don't buy it.
I don't believe it.
Like I just want to fucking sleep, man. Mike, shut the fuck up.
I have a habit like Dale does, where it's like when somebody's like when they're on the plane, and it's very clear that Steve Martin doesn't want to deal with them at all. Yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I hate the chatty Cathys, whatever the fuck. He's like, yeah, I won't, but I just like I've been that guy before, but like it's just because I'm like I can't figure out the right ending to this whole conversation, so I just keep going.
But have you ever been on a plane right next to somebody and you've pulled off your shoe and then pulled off your sock and start rubbing your feet?
No, the last time I was on a plane was when I was about 8.
Okay.
And as a kid, I did take my shoes and socks off, but I was also very small and I didn't bother anybody.
Sure.
If I was on a plane and one, I'd be already on edge. But if I was on a plane and somebody like a large guy like that, or any adult,
why's it got to be large? Huh? Why are you singling out the large? You're saying what? Large people fucking feet stink, and small people's feet don't stink? What are you trying to say here, Chuck?
My feet don't stink.
Anyway,
because you're always putting that cocoa butter on them.
But like, I would be pretty pissed off too because the smell of fucking feet. Because some people take care of themselves, some people do not.
That's true.
And in a small fucking thing like that, like in a fucking airplane, no, dude, that smell will go all over the place. So that would piss me off. It would.
But back then, you could probably light up a cigarette. And
you could, yeah. Those seats look way comfortable too. Like,
yeah, that would be the play back in the 80s. Somebody take off their sock right next to you, just light up a cigar or something.
Yeah, blow it at their feet.
Blow it at their feet, blow it to their face.
Which there was speaking of that real quick, there was a funny thing I watched. There was an interview with Danny DeVito. You might have seen this, where he's talking about how he wanted to smoke a stogie on an airplane, and the captain was like, "You cannot smoke a stogie in this whole plane." He goes, "What if I ask everybody in this plane if it's okay if I smoke a stogie?" And he goes, "It has to be every single person." And he went to every single person on the plane. And they didn't give a shit. And there was one guy that was like sleeping, and Danny DeVito woke him up. And the guy, he was like, he told him the whole story and shit. And the guy was like, "There is no way that I will let you smoke a stogie on this airplane unless I have one too." And he got to smoke the stogie on the airplane.
There you go.
I don't know what year that was. I just thought it was a funny story, but I do remember actually when you could smoke on planes. That's weird times. Yeah. And fucking at the end of every aisle in fucking Kmart and Walmart and places like that, like there was ashtrays.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like everybody ignored the fact that it was bad for you for like so many years.
There's not even an ashtray in a vehicle today. Like,
I know, you have to make one.
Yep.
It's like, what the fuck? You gotta buy one of them little cigarette cups.
Yeah. They're all the rage with the kids.
Right.
Terrible.
It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, but the scene when they're sleeping, whenever he wakes up and he fucking kisses Steve Martin on the side of the cheek.
He kisses him in the ear.
Like, why'd you just kiss my ear? He's like, why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand?
Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows. Like, yeah. It's a classic scene. It's hilarious. It's like what the fuck just happened? Because I've been in a similar situation.
Do tell.
I have. Now look, like it was, but we were drunk as fuck, and it sounds really bad. Nothing.
Somebody
nothing
woke
happened.
up and their butthole hurt.
No. It was partying in Nashville on Music Row, and drinking way too much, and like being stupid fucking like bros and fighting in the fucking like drunk ass motherfuckers fighting in the goddamn hotel room. And then we both fell asleep, and I woke up with my friend's fucking head right here, and I'm like, we're just like catty corner. He ordered food and everything that night, and it actually got delivered to Lexington, Kentucky, because he forgot to change the address. It was the weirdest fucking thing though, because you're already drunk and hungover, and you like open your eyes and you're like, what the fuck? And then you elbow, and you're like, what the fuck? And then like for a minute he's a little insulted, and you're like, wait a minute, dude. He's like, oh shit. And I was like, go to the other bed. All right. Like, it happens. It's always a funny situation later on, but in that moment it's a little awkward.
What are you, some kind of homophobe?
No, I just don't do dudes. Personal preference.
Those aren't ping pong balls.
There was nothing like that. There was my ass was, nobody's asses were confused for pillows. So it was nothing like that.
Of course.
Yeah.
All above board.
It's like, all right, that's a good place to end. All right, guys, we'll see.
Happy Thanksgiving right here.
Think about that over the holidays.
The Gobbler. Wasn't your nickname in high school the Gobbler, Chuck?
What? No.
Oh, okay. I might have misheard.
It's like, where the fuck would you hear that?
The Gobbler.
We're like 9 hours away.
It's horrible. Yeah, no shit. You ain't been talking to nobody.
Were you guys kids when you saw this movie?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like I watched this a lot whenever before they started throwing the Christmas Story on for 24 hours.
It's got to be in that time frame, like late 80s, early 90s, where it's like everything just in my mind now, being old, everything's like a blur. It all blurs together. Where it's like, okay, what year was that? I don't know. It was late 80s, early 90s, somewhere in there. It's all mushed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first time I watched this was on HBO. Back in the day, like when I was a kid. I used to have I've always had really bad insomnia and shit. And when I was a kid, my dad would have to stay up all night with me because I couldn't go to sleep. And then I would watch HBO all the time. And around winter time, Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that shit, I'd watch all kinds of shit all day long on HBO. And all night, and all kinds of shit, Christmas Story.
How long has it been since you guys seen this since we watched it recently?
It's been a minute.
That's what I said.
About 4 or 5 years, probably.
And my go-to candies are usually The Great Outdoors and Uncle Buck.
Yeah, man. And who's Harry Crow?
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of good rolls.
After watching this and watching the John Candy shit, it kind of set in. I'm like, fuck, man, I miss watching this dude in movies.
This film is definitely a holiday tradition for a lot of people. Thanksgiving, popping on. Thanksgiving is one of those weird ones where you don't have a ton of options for films for Thanksgiving. So whenever you say, "Oh, let's watch a Thanksgiving movie," this is definitely high up on the list.
Yeah. When it comes to movies that are Thanksgiving that don't involve mutilations,
people get massacred.
Yeah, it's kind of scarce. Even with those, only in the last couple of years has been that many, horror movies.
That's true.
But Thanksgiving is kind of a holiday that gets passed over when it comes down to a lot of movies.
Yeah, the only traditional Thanksgiving films I know of would be this, Dutch, Son-in-Law, and that's probably about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and the rest of them are, made by Trauma or somebody similar.
Yeah.
Or that Thanksgiving movie. But,
Thanksgiving gets passed up by everything, not just film. I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday, where it's Thanksgiving is not commercially acceptable for businesses. They're like, oh, how do we sell Thanksgiving? You can't really sell Thanksgiving that much. So what they've done is the big thing was always Black Friday. Oh, everybody does their Black Friday shopping, blah, blah, blah. Well, then the online retailers took over and Black Friday went from being a day to being a week. Now it's a whole freaking month. So now it's not about marketing Thanksgiving. As soon as Halloween's done, let's go right into Black Friday sales, straight to Christmas.
Yeah, sure.
That's all they care about.
Yeah. The paper. Got to get them yapers.
One of the most violent times of the year.
Yeah.
People lose their shit.
Walmart on Black Friday. That shit was nuts. I worked at a Walmart on Black Friday, and that shit was bananas.
I'm not going anywhere. I'll go to small shops or some shit, but I'm not going to Walmart. I'm not going to Kroger. I'm not going to any place where a lot of fucking people are at. No. Small little places, fine, but big, no. Most of them in Black Fridays, I don't go anywhere. I stay in. I make sure I have everything I need early on. That way, I ain't gotta fucking risk my life to go get
the crazies.
Well, that's not even really a thing anymore with all the online shit. Man.
No,
it's
it's true.
It's like nobody is going to be able to experience Black Friday the way we did in our lifetimes again. Unless something catastrophic happens and we turn back the clock. But yeah, it's all online shit going forward. So it's not, you're not going to have 200 people mauling each other and trampling each other trying to get to a Cabbage Patch Kid. It's not going to happen.
There are still things that have happened the last few years when it comes down to it. I mean, I know Amazon and all that stuff has gotten like real big, but there has been incidents where people have been injured because of people charging in and being shitheads.
Yeah, I think it nowadays is mostly Pokemon resellers.
Probably. That's a dumb shit.
The Pokemon.
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 That's what you should be for Halloween next year, Chad. Pokemon. Yeah. Big old
yellow.
Big old Pikachu.
Pika.
Well, all right.
Anyway.
What? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that I'm still $1 million shy of being a millionaire.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Me as well. Clearly.
No, that fucking kid though, that broke into the room and stole their money out of their wallet. He made out with like $1,000.
Yeah, he did.
He made out good. And like I was looking it up to like the currency for today. Like back in the 86, 87, that would have been almost $3,000 today. It was $2,800 worth today. So, I mean, that's a pretty fucking good score, yo.
Yeah. That's why you always put the latch on the door at the hotel.
I mean, back then they might not have had them though.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, yeah, probably this seedy hotel.
Right. Shit like that is the reason why they started putting a lot of like padlocks on doors and shit. Like,
I've never been able to open a fucking door lock with a knife. I've tried.
Yeah, that's a bit much. It depends on the door frame, and you stick it actually not in the.
Yeah, you got to slide it.
Yeah, it would have to be a really shitty lock, like the locks you have in your house for like your bathroom, where you can just stick something in and like
that pushes it open.
Yeah, or whatever,
like the coat hanger keyhole.
Yeah. Yep. It would have to be something like that, and being at a low rent hotel like this, it's plausible, I guess. It's not one of those things that makes a big deal, but. Yeah, you definitely, if you don't have a latch on your door, you got to prop something up, so that if somebody comes through that door, you're going to be alerted to it.
Yeah. And it's just funny how they go out to eat breakfast the next day, and he's like, well, I'll go ahead and pay for breakfast since I done paid for everything else.
Yeah.
He's like, now you're making me feel like a freeloader. And he's like, okay, I know you stole my money. I'm like, that's fucked up. He's like, I saw you going through my wallet. It's like, what the fuck just happened here?
And he's like, I've got 260 whatever the fuck he says dollars.
Count
it right now, blah blah. And he looks at it and he's like, it's like they realize, yeah, we were robbed. Like, it's like fuck.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what? That would fucking suck, man.
Yeah, that would blow. Everything in this movie would suck.
Yeah.
Well, that's the theme of this film. Anything that could go wrong does go wrong. Not sucking.
Definitely does go wrong.
Yeah.
Then they get on the train and that breaks down.
Yep.
And then they have to fucking carry their luggage, what do you say, like 1.5 miles to the road before like the fucking shuttle picked them up or something?
Yeah, they'll pick you up and take you back.
And then I noticed too, I was waiting because like I didn't notice before, or at least I don't remember noticing before. But like whenever him and Dell are carrying the trunk's upside down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just waiting for like the top to open up and just whatever's in there come falling out.
Yeah.
But luckily that did not happen that we know of.
Could have been a deleted scene we never saw. I don't know. It's one of those things you're talking about, like one of the first times we saw this, and I know I don't remember what it was, but I do remember that it had to be on cable television because I didn't see the fuck scene until later on. One of the first times I saw this, it was on cable TV, so I didn't get to enjoy that part. Plus, I was too young anyway, so it would have been too much for my little ears.
I love that scene though. Scene cracks me up. Because Steve Martin though, honestly, like he doesn't come off as the kind of guy that would like use that kind of language.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And it's like I kind of forgot about that scene, but I saw it actually a couple of days before I rewatched it, and I saw a clip of that, and I was like, Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit. But it's like I watch Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of scenes like him and Martin Short, like they say fuck a few times or whatever. But like when Steve Martin says it, it's so awkward sounding.
Like almost forced.
Kind of. Like I don't know. It's just like I don't know. But I do love that show like a lot. But I think Steve Martin's awesome.
Because that shit's great though, because he's just like, I want my fucking car fucking right now. And he's like, where's your rental agreement? I threw it the fuck away. You're fucked.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy, what? You're fucked. It's such a great scene because he's it starts out with her being on the phone, just like randomly talking to a friend or something like that.
Right.
And he's so fucking pissed off because he went, they took him, the bus, shuttle bus took him over. The car is not there.
E5.
Shuttle bus leaves. Now he's got to walk. What he said, it was like 3 miles back. Like, fuck, man.
Well, then he fucking almost got ran over by the truck whenever he fucking slid down the snowbank and flew off
his hat gets ran over there. He's going down the highway. He's got he's coming back on the tarmac. I don't even know how he would have got on there. I guess it's 80s, so it's not, fucking terrorist proof yet. But yeah, he has to go through all that shit, and he's just standing there like so pissed off, and she's just on the phone like, "Oh, yeah, hold on, let me finish my conversation first."
Gobble gobble.
Yeah,
that always sucks.
Wipe that fucking smile off your fucking face.
And they said like she, I guess, ad-libbed pretty much that whole fucking thing.
Oh, really?
I want a fucking car right fucking now.
I like whenever he goes out and he starts talking shit to that guy, and the guy like punches him and he falls in the road. And fucking Dell comes flying through there and almost runs him over. And he's like, "I'm gonna move the car back. You pick the guy up." He's like, "No." And he's like, "Never seen anybody get picked up by their nuts before."
Yeah, by their testicles.
Oh, painful.
And he's just talking all high pitched.
Like, oh yeah. It kind of fucked with me because at first, like when I was rewatching it, I always forget about that, and I was like, "Is my fucking audio fucked up?" Like,
oh, it's not.
And I like too whenever like Neil's driving and they're kind of like Dell's sitting there trying to fuck with the seat and shit. Then they're kind of like going back and forth bickering. And he's like, "You know what? You play with your balls a lot." He's like, "Yeah, you fidget your balls a lot. You handle balls more than Larry Bird." It's like, I do not. Like, that scene always just cracks me up for some reason.
Yeah, whenever they're in that car, man, it's so much fun because you get, on a plane it's different, on a bus or a train it's different, but being in a car with somebody, you really get that one-on-one alone time, and you can just really, say things and do things that you typically wouldn't do in a more public setting.
Yeah, I know, Mike. I've been in a car with you plenty of times. Get out of the fucking way. That time in Philly, whenever you did that show, that we were going to get shot.
Nah. Bulletproof glass.
Dave was like, "I don't know, we're going to die."
No big deal. Been shot at before.
It happens. No biggie.
True.
No biggie.
But it's fun because they he keeps trying. Neil's character, or Neil the character, keeps trying to go to sleep, and he's fucking with this seat the entire time, like trying to get it to go down or whatever. He's like, "Oh, you broke the seat," and it's like, and it like smashes his face into the windshield and everything.
It worked whenever I got out of it.
Yeah. And then Candy, he finally gets to sleep, and I don't even know how he's sleeping because Candy's just like singing and got the music cranked up.
Yeah.
Ray Charles.
Blaring some music. Yeah.
It's the mess around.
And he gets fucking stuck though. And I'm like, man, like I've been there before where I'm fucking driving doing like 90 or something and my fucking arm gets stuck somewhere. And I'm just like, fuck.
I've never
jacket off.
I've never got it caught on the thing, but I've been trying to take a jacket off before, and my arm gets stuck.
Yeah.
You know, in the jacket.
Yeah.
But I've never had like the jacket or the seatbelt getting stuck on the hook or whatever, the recline arm, whatever.
Yeah.
Which is weird because they get stuck on the right side, but I don't know how cars were back then either. Because usually that's just on the left.
Yeah.
But then whenever he fucking goes spinning out of control and he wakes up and he's like, "What the fuck happened?" He's like, "Deer."
No. And then he's facing the wrong way. Like they got spun around, so he doesn't realize that they're on the exit. They came off the exit and they're facing the highway. You know, he thinks it's the on ramp to the highway rather than the off ramp. Yeah. So they just hop on there and cruising along, and people over on the other side of the highway are like, "What the fuck are these guys doing? They're gonna kill somebody."
How do they know where we're going? Yeah, how do you know where we're going?
You're going the wrong way. We're fine, thanks. You're gonna kill somebody.
That shit cracks me up. Then whenever the fucking car catches on fire,
yeah,
and they're just sitting there, and they both just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, like when they end up driving in between the semis. Mm-hmm. And like the whole thing with John Candy looking like the devil,
and they turned to skeletons.
Yeah, apparently that was not in the script. That was a last minute thing because I can't remember why, but for some reason John Candy was just walking around painted up like the devil, and they decided that it'd be kind of because they thought it'd be kind of weird to put it in there or some shit. But it kind of worked though.
They said like Candy gave Hughes a lot of direction.
Yeah,
that's why they always loved working together.
Yeah, and then it catches on fire, and they're standing there, and it's come to the point where so much stuff has happened, and all they can do is just start laughing.
Yeah, he's like, "You can't return that car." It's like, "Yeah, I offered the guy some shower curtain rings." He's like, "You didn't need a fucking credit card?" He's like, "Well, I used your diamond card." What?
Yeah, I put it back in your wallet while you were asleep. And the wallet's in the glove compartment.
It's fucking melting.
God, man. I wonder how much it ended up costing Neil's character throughout this film, all this shit.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, God, this guy is just money.
Yeah, I mean, you figure he had to pay for that rental car he never got.
I hope he got the insurance.
And then I'm sure he didn't. But then they get to the other hotel. Like I like whenever like they get to the hotel and you can hear them getting out of it because they're like stuck in there, and then like their hands are fucking like grippy down to the fucking steering wheel. All fucking like melted. He's like, the room's $42. He's like, I got 14, or what do you say, $16 and a nice watch. Yeah. Like, I got $2 and a Casio.
Yeah.
But then whenever they leave there, that's just great too because he gets stuck. So he's like, "You got to rock me," or whatever. So he's trying to rock him back and forth, which is actually like the first hotel scene that they had together where they actually were getting along. They're just fucking sitting there drinking and shit, having a good time.
Well, at first, he took the hotel room himself. He was going to leave Dell out in the car in the cold, man. And oddly enough, the hotel clerk for this scene was Marty Ferrero, who's the lawyer in Jurassic Park.
I recognize him. I couldn't remember from where, but yeah, okay, yeah.
So yeah, like
the premise of the whole movie. I see people when I'm like, "What the fuck were they from?"
Yeah, but yeah. Same. Dell, it's one of those kind of sad scenes where
real sad.
Of course, Neil is so fed up with him, and like especially realizing that the car is burned up. It was in his name, and it's like, okay, I just want to go to sleep and hopefully get home tomorrow. And Dell is out there, and he's like just kind of, giving himself shit about the whole situation. Like, and he's talking to, his wife in a sense. He's like, I really did it this time, and all this, but come to find out, what we find out later on. It's sad, being able to see it and knowing now that she's already gone.
Yeah. Well, you kind of get that hint though whenever he's kind of talking to her like she would be gone.
Yeah, like he's got her picture. He talks about how he hasn't been home in years. All the things that Neil catches on to later on whenever he's on the train going back home.
Just having this little reflection.
Yeah.
But,
Which,
you know,
sorry.
Well, I was going to say Neil, you know, has that moment where he's like, all right. And he goes out and tells Dell to come in out of the cold. And that's where they, you know, become friends, essentially. You know, like you said, they're drinking, having a good time, making jokes. I always like to think that remember Dell is talking about, he's like, oh, I'm going to go to Jamaica. I always think that Dell somehow ended up in Jamaica and ended up coaching a bobsledding team. And that's where the runnings.
I never thought about that. That'd be pretty fucking good.
Yeah, right.
One thing that cracked me up too, going back to the car on fire shit, is whenever they're having the argument and fucking like Steve Martin's shaking him and they're like rah 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 rah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That whole scene's pretty fucking good.
Some good physical comedy in this too.
Yeah, like they work so well together for only meeting, I think, the first time then. Because I don't think they've crossed paths before this movie.
Yeah.
Maybe up at Second City. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would have liked to have seen more movies with them, like, you know, in these kind of roles, you know? Like, but the buddy roles or whatever the fuck.
It's like Hugh said he thought about doing like in his like Shermer-verse about like how like everybody kind of lived together. Like these guys were neighbors, and then like they had like a bunch of different characters that lived on the same block. Like I think Ferris lived on the same block as Molly Ringwald. Like they lived like a couple houses apart. So like everything's pretty much in his little universe, which is another film he did based in Illinois.
And guess what? There is no Shermer, Illinois.
Fucking harsh.
Now that you mentioned that, whenever I was watching and they cut back to scenes of Neil's house, I was like, wait a minute, is that the Home Alone house? Because it looks the same thing. It looks exactly like it. And I looked it up and it's not. No. But it's like in that like same neighborhood. It's like a block or two away. And it looks
had the
almost
wraparound
identical.
Driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks very similar.
Yeah, and that little side room wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought the same thing whenever it popped up. I had to look that shit up too. But then whenever they go to leave,
familiar though. It looks familiar though, regardless.
Yeah. I'm sure it's been in some other shit. They usually use the same houses in a bunch of shit.
Probably. Yeah, anytime it's a John Hughes film, you know you're getting all kinds of shots in all over Illinois.
Yeah.
Especially Chicagoland area.
Yeah, but I like how in the morning it's funny because like they're trying to get out of there and it snows while they're in the hotel. he's like, rock the car. So they're like trying to rock the car, then he throws it in reverse.
Put it in reverse.
And just fucking backs up through the fucking hotel room. I'm like, just get in, let's go. It's like, fuck it, let's go.
Oh man.
That shit's so fucking good. Then whenever they get pulled over by Michael McKean.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know how fast you're going? Well, that's the funny thing. We were just talking, and I was like, you know, like none of these gauges are working because we had a bit fire. We got it out before it got out of control, but none of my gauges are working. I think this car's safe to drive, 100%, officer.
My speedometer's melted. That's a good excuse. I mean, at least it's legitimate. It's like, look, man, this shit's melted.
Like this car is fucked, sir. But they're only what? Like he's like, how fast are you doing? He's like 70. He's like, yeah, you would know more than I would. So many fucking cameos in this. And people like, you really didn't. I mean, he was kind of a bigger thing back then too, though. Because wasn't he on SNL back then or something?
Who, McKean?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if he was around that time or not.
I'm not sure.
Is it
late 80s, early 90s when he was on there, I think.
In one of your favorite films, Clue, Chuck.
Who is he in Clue?
Shit, what is his character? God damn it, now I'm gonna have to look it up.
I couldn't tell you because I ain't seen that movie in a hot minute.
I do love that movie.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Mr. Green. That's it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Duh.
I knew he wasn't Colonel Mustard.
No. Yeah, okay. I do love Clue, but yeah,
Colonel Mustard.
Spinal Tap.
yep.
So good. I just watched the second one. That's like a couple months back. Wasn't the same, but it was all right.
Another classic Michael McKean film, Short Circuit 2.
Yeah. That was my favorite ones as a kid.
There's old Bronson in the chat room.
Oh, what's up, Bronson? Happy holidays.
This film was Steve Martin and John Candy's favorite film on their own. Yes, I had read that as well.
Understandable, man. A lot of fun.
It is. No, but then after they they get their car impounded, which I'm sure they don't give a fuck because whatever. Yeah. And they gotta finds another ride, so they're just fucking sitting in the back of that fucking big rig for hours until they get back to the train station. And then whenever they kind of separate ways, that's whenever you kind of see Neil reflecting about John Candy's like statements about how he kind of realizes like his wife is dead, like you said earlier. Before and then it just kind of makes you feel for him. So then he actually goes back and then takes him to meet his wife and shit. And then like you just a real touching moment. Like he got like the biggest asshole in the world for the longest time, and they finally get close, and he realizes like, fuck man, like we just had an adventure together. Like it's going to be kind of hard to not help this guy out now because we've kind of became friends no matter how annoying he is. But then you understand like his annoying, like the way he is, because he's just trying to find someone to relate to and talk to.
Yeah.
Fucking sad ass moment towards the end though.
There's a few of those moments in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you go and check out the I Like Me John Candy documentary over on Prime, one of the best parts of that documentary is when Dan Aykroyd talks about his friend, and he gave like a whole eulogy about it, and it's so perfect, it's so poignant and everything like that. And when you watch it, it's pretty emotional, and you can tell that John Candy was just like this beam of light for so many people that anybody that met him loved him, and a lot of people were pretty depressed that he passed.
Yeah, it's the only reason why I got an R rating.
That'll do it.
Talked about that. Yeah, especially like you said, 18 times in about 2 minutes.
Yeah,
because it was even that long.
Because at that time, you could get away with saying fuck once.
Yeah.
But like that many times, no. Because I've seen PG movies where they had fuck in it, and I was like, what the hell?
You're definitely fucked if you say it more than once.
Oh,
you're fucked.
You are.
And you're talking about them riding in the truck. Now I'm thinking back to whenever they were in the truck with what's his face's son, and they're like freezing their ass off, and he drops the glove, and he goes to pick it up, and the dog comes out and takes the give me that bag, and
give him the glove.
And it's like I love this shot where it's like it shows them like with their teeth like frozen, and then you see the dog sitting there frozen like with its teeth. I don't know. I just always thought that was a funny little shot.
He's like, how warm do you think it is? And he's just like, 1.
Yeah.
Well, did you notice the after credit scene?
No.
Yeah, there's an after credit scene. So in the very beginning, whenever like he's at that meeting in New York. Mm-hmm. And they're waiting there for what, like an hour and a half for this guy to pick a cover for the magazine, or whatever. So like the after credit scene is like he's sitting there on Thanksgiving Day with all 3 photos like this, and he's like 1, 2, 3, and there's like a turkey on the side of the fucking table and like a plate of food, and he's just sitting there like going over it, and he's like, I think we're going to go with 3. But nobody's there anymore. So he just sat there all fucking weekend.
I've never seen that scene. That's funny.
I didn't either. Like I just kept letting it play. Like, I just finished it. And this is the first time I saw it, like maybe like 30 or 40 minutes before we got on.
No.
Huh.
Well, I was like, no shit. Because it like stopped. Because I like it, like they like suggest the next movie once like the end of the credits are playing for another movie or whatever. Well, like I backed out of that and then just let the credits play. And then as soon as they were over, then that scene popped up. I was like, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I never seen that before, but it came around full circle to kind of show you that this guy still hasn't made up his fucking mind.
It's kind of funny.
Right. But no, this movie's fucking great, man. Like, I think I've watched it maybe 3 or 4 times in the last week since the last show we did last week.
Yeah.
Like, I had it playing twice at work this week while I was doing my shit, just kind of listening to it. Then I watched it the night we got off the air. Then I watched it today.
I can't do that. I can't watch, like, even if it's a movie I really, really, really like, I there's not too many of them that I can do that with.
Yeah.
This is one of them for me. Yeah. Like I said, Candy, like, I think it's because I watched that documentary as well. And then, like, it kind of put some shit into perspective of how he was younger whenever he passed. And then just watching this. And then, like, after listening to everybody talk about how good of a guy he was and everything, then kind of seeing how he acts in this, I'm like, man, that's like a big part of him.
How old was he when he died?
43.
Jeez. That's crazy.
Yeah, like that documentary is pretty sad because it goes to show you like how much his dad passing away when he was a kid really affected his whole life.
Sure.
And then the same thing happened to his son Chris.
Yeah.
John Kennedy's son?
I forget his daughter's name. She's like Joan or something.
Oh shit, Jen, I think.
But yeah, it's pretty sad, but it's a good little documentary.
I didn't realize there was a lot of stuff about Candy that I didn't realize, like how much he was revered up in Canada, and his involvement with like the football team that he owned up there and everything like that.
I didn't know about that either.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like you said, it was the early '90s, and it's like, I don't know, we're young, and that sort of stuff just didn't come across in U.S. news back then for whatever reason. So, right. You know, that I was surprised to learn how involved he was, and like he was like super, like they were showing shots of like all the other people, like it was Wayne Gretzky and somebody else that was like part owner of the team, and like they would be up in the VIP boxes and everything, and he'd be down on the field with everybody in the cold. It talks about like how like there, you know, anytime he was on like the set of a film, if it was cold out, he'd be like handing out coffees to the crew and everything like that. He was just so down to earth and so humble. And then one of the big things was whenever he passed away, they were saying that they closed up in Toronto. They closed down the entire highway, which if you've ever gone to Toronto, that stretch of road is there's so much traffic. You know, it's so heavily populated. And, you know, I think like for the prime minister and like John Candy was like the only 2 times that it had been closed down, and they gave a police escort and everything like that. So he was a big deal up there for a lot of people.
Bronson said his daughter's name is Jennifer.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and his dad passed whenever he was 5. I wonder how old Chris was in '94. But then also, all right. Yeah, so this would have been Candy's 75th birthday on Halloween this year.
Yeah, my dad and him would have been same age. My dad was born in 1950 also.
Right.
It's kind of crazy to think about, actually.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Such a fucking great dude.
Yeah.
Definitely missed.
And she does have a big role, but Layla Robbins plays Neil's wife in this.
Oh, yeah.
And I, at first, you know, she's so young. I think this was like her second role ever. I didn't recognize her at first, but you know, in The Boys, like the Grace chick, that's like one of that what's his face always reports to. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah,
and she was in like Walking Dead. She was in Homeland. She was in a bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah, she's been around since then. You guys, anything else you want to add to Planes, Trains, and Automobiles on this lovely Thanksgiving special of ours?
Great film. I mean, it's funny, it's touching, it's yeah. There's a reason why people will make it kind of a tradition to watch it.
Watch too. It's only 92 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, watch it.
It plays out quick and it's fun the whole time through.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a Thanksgiving tradition for so many people out there, and understandably so. A lot of heart in this film. not only because it's John Candy, but the story of Del and Neil, these guys that are unlikely friends they become. You would never think they're from kind of two different walks of life and two very different personalities. And despite the clashes in their personalities, despite all the shit that they got to go through in this film, like we said, everything that could go wrong is going wrong in this film, and they overcome it together, and they end up being friends. And at the you realize that once you realize Del's wife has passed away, he is almost like a part of their family. He's welcomed into the home and everything like that. So it's very touching. It's very it's got that 80s vibe, which I like. So many different things you could just tell it's the 80s. So it's a fun one. And we've talked about how great John Candy is. Steve Martin, two heavy hitters, man, two legendary actors, and they play so well off each other. And it's just a really good film and perfect for the holidays.
Definitely. 100%.
Definitely a heartfelt movie. Well, gentlemen, let's get this wrapped up and see what we got this week for the clip of the week. Come on. Fingers crossed we don't get any smacks.
Eat me! Sauteed or barbecue. Eat me! We once were pets, but now we're food. We won't stay fresh for very long. So eat us before we finish this song. Eat us before we finish this song.
It's Vigo.
Ah, yes, you are like the buzzing of flies to him.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I always forget that Family Values has a Thanksgiving theme to it.
Yeah.
I did too. Whenever we talked about it last year, I'm like, is that? Yep. So there's another. That's the fourth one we thought of that didn't have anything to do with murder.
Yeah. Well.
There you go. Well, I mean, traditional blood and guts.
The Christians did murder the Indians.
It's true.
Or the Native Americans, whatever the fuck you want to call it. God damn it. Stupid.
Native Americans. Speaking of, I just watched this shit called
Indigenous people.
I just watched this series earlier. It's only 6 episodes. It's called Tales from the Res, which is like a Native American Tales from the Crypt thing with the one dude, Uncle Randolph, telling stories about certain shit about Native American burial grounds and shit like that. It was all right.
You ever watch Reservation Dogs?
No. Nope.
Is it like Reservoir Dogs?
No.
Nope. That's why I didn't watch it. But all right, gentlemen, let's get you guys paid. Let's see what kind of ads.
That'd be nice.
Ho, 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 everybody! Laser Trading Company is on YouTube. Head over now to check out some of the videos from Mike's travels and experiences. Don't forget to subscribe. 8,900 and growing. Thank you all. Laser Trading Company is also available on eBay with various merchandise and collectibles. Hundreds of great holiday gift ideas. That's Laser Trading Company to all, and to all a good night.
You bit off a little more nasty than you could chew. Now you gotta deal with all the nasty coming down your throat.
I want to kill everyone. Satan is good. Satan is our pal. There you have it. Black Friday. Black Friday shopping. Hop on Amazon. Get yourself a Chuck Nasty book.
Or all of them.
Kids will love it.
Or all of them.
Yeah.
But that's it for this week. Next week, we did our Thanksgiving special today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Next week, is the first week of December. So every week in December, we'll be doing a Christmas-themed film.
Oh, that makes sense.
Starting off quite raunchy, then going family-friendly. And
Raunchy?
Pop in a little action
Maybe
film
gory.
at the end.
Maybe gory.
Gory, raunchy, bloody, disgusting. Fucking up our alley. So next week, we'll be doing the lovely Christmas film, Terrifier 3.
There you go.
So,
Yes.
if you're into violence, clowns, and just mayhem, check it out.
All right. Well, man, hey,
You won't be disappointed.
I'm sad that Dave didn't make it tonight.
Me too.
Yeah, man.
You know, this is the Thanksgiving special, and it doesn't feel the same without him. But you know, as we do every year, you know, we just want to thank everybody that watches this for a second, for a minute, for an hour, whatever you do. Anytime you give us any kind of attention and love and support, it's greatly appreciated. Because, you know, we just do this for fun, and we hope you watch and enjoy it. So we're very thankful for everyone out there. All the 693 we're at right now, right? Subscribers, yes. And climbing, you know, hopefully to the moon. But yeah, you know, I know sarcasm is a second language for me, but I'm honestly thankful for everybody that watches the show. I'm thankful for you guys. You know, this helps a lot. The last couple of months have been rough. My cat Harold passed away, and you know. And just like today, I found out a couple guys I've known passed away. Just a lot of stuff, you know. It's just life. So, yeah, definitely thankful for everything. You know,
yeah, man.
Yeah,
100%. Agreed.
It has been a rough few months.
It
has.
A lot of dumb shit.
That's life, and you know, but it's good.
Life.
It's good to be able to have friends, family, everybody, just the love and support, for whether it be from you guys, from the viewers online, whoever. Just it's appreciated. Doesn't go unnoticed.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting. Bronson, good seeing you again.
Yeah, always. He's always popping in every once in a while. You know, it's been a while. So
he likes to drop us some knowledge now and then. Like I said, next week will be our beginning of our Christmas era, and some Terrifier 3, gents. So it's definitely a 180 from this film.
Definitely, and a heck of a way to kick off the holiday season. But hey, you know, let's start it off with fist. Apparently. Nah, let's do it. Terrifier 3 next week. Oh, wait. Hey, Chad, it's Thanksgiving. You said we had all the trimmings. Hook it up, brother.
Let me give you a little something, Mike.
I'm hungry, man. It's the show's almost over. Thank you. That. Oh, perfect. It's delicious. I can't wait. I'm going to enjoy this, and I hope everybody out there enjoys their holiday week, man. Be safe. Have a good time. Spend, you know, anytime you can with the friends, family, or maybe a new friend like Dell.
You never know.
Do that.
Everything happens for a reason. It's my philosophy in life.
Yep.
Bad shit happens. It's all based on your reactions. With that being said, we're getting out of here. So we will see you next Tuesday. Peace.
Happy holidays. Hey, you got any shower ring? I want to watch the fucking podcast right fucking now.
Make sure you take my stock out. I think you're going to